Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Houston Texans and the Los Angeles Chargers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Watson off play action. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Off of play action, it's Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
2nd down and 7. To throw is Watson. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, they have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
That's sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Here's Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
9th play now, this long opening drive. Can they cash it in on third and goal? Out of the gun, Watson. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. A gigantic sack on third and goal. A loss of 12. And his kick is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Herbert. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Keon Crossen. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 33. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
After the interception, here's Watson. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Faking the give. Now Watson. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. Fournette fighting through. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Well, Leonard Fournette, not a guy to shy away from contact. He can lower the boom on you when he gets ahead of steam, and that was a heck of a run right there. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Makes the score Texans 10, Chargers nothing.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Chargers, nothing.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Herbert off of play action. Steps away to his left. And this is caught by Williams. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 12-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Herbert. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown, Chargers. O.J. Howard. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have made this a 1-score game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Watson. Now he's flushed out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area. So no grounding call.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now left side on the swing pass. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Second and 10. To the air yet again, Watson. And that's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Fournette. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And his kick here is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
First and 10.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Running on first down, Eckler. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
And that's complete to Trey McKinney, the tight end.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the 50, here's Herbert. That's caught by Howard. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And down inside the 10 at the 9. A big play there just before halftime. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing a shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. The handoff, it's Eckler. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A couple extra tight ends are in. 3rd and goal from the 1. Herbert going to keep it on his sneak. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Justin Herbert. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers are an extra point away from moving out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime.
14. Texans 13.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Dancing away at the 30. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he finds Howard complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 43. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
To the outside, that's complete to Williams. Williams loses the football, and the Texans scoop it. He's at the 50. 30. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So that is not the way you want to begin the half. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
On first down, Justin Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and trying not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On the give, this is Eckler. And the ball is knocked out, and the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the two-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
52 yards on the ground for him so far.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Off of play action, it's Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
A third quarter now, a one-point game as they line up second and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On first down, it's Watson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So from Charger territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 39-yard line. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Now it's Watson. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
On first down, here's Breida. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Second and 7. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. And his kick is indeed good. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 68 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
After the interception, here's Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Watson. Flush to his right. Throw left side complete. That's Ross. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a 4th down?
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. Throw right side caught by O.J. Howard. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 22, Herbert. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Here's Herbert. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Under 10, under 10. Hey, check Mike 39, check Mike 39.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. He's got a man, complete. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here is Eckler. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 84 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now Eckler. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. Herbert going to keep it on his sneak. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Justin Herbert with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick.
Do you have one of those charts that tells you to go for 2 or go for 1?
I don't. I know you do. But I don't care what the chart says there. You got to kick it, right?
I agree totally, because somewhere the chart's going to, something's going to pop out of the chart and say, hey, man, just kick the extra point here. You're in good shape. I think they were chasing points there when they didn't need to.
Yeah, trying to get a little bit greedy, take the lead in the 4th quarter. Now they still trail by 1. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Boy, how do you let a guy get that wide open in the 2-minute drill?
There's absolutely no way that that's coached or taught. That's an absolute complete breakdown on that play.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Fournette running out of the gun. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll run it again with Fournette. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Watson to throw. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's going to be brought down. He needed to get to the 20, but he's a yard or 2 short. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And this one is right through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So it's another field goal here. He may need to ice his leg after this one. That's now 5 field goals converted in this game alone.
Yeah, get the trainer. They're going to need this guy. And they've needed every single one of the field goals he's made, too. If they're going to get out of here with a win, I say he gets a game ball.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you got a decision. Are you in?
It got his man complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big play there for L.A. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Chargers, they get their record up to 4-2.